A popular campus venue gets a new name. Plus, Texas Tech becomes the nation's top location for high-performance computing, and an alumnus details his time as a Japanese special prisoner of war during World War II. This is Texas Tech Today Monthly. Welcome to the June edition of Texas Tech Today Monthly. Since 1999, this has been called the United Spirit Arena. But last month, it got a new name, but it can still be referred to as the USA.
We're announcing that the original naming that started in 1996 was a $10 million 20-year agreement supporting Texas Tech. And at this time, we're extending that. And United Supermarkets is making available to us $9.45 million.
We are proud to be part of Texas Tech, and this facility that will bear our continue to bear our name, United Supermarkets Arena.
United Supermarkets, it's a good name. It tells who helped us out, and that we're proud of that.
University friends like United Supermarkets makes it possible for us to compete again at the highest level athletically as well as academically.
Specifically, this naming rights extension is going to allow us to renovate our team locker room facilities for both our men's and women's basketball programs and our volleyball programs.
The event today is a commitment from United and Tech to make sure this facility will be, for years to come, first-class venue for all that goes on here, athletics, special events, and entertainment.
Today's announcement is a part of the Campaign for Fearless Champions, a commitment to our future and a successful future. I promise that it will be.
Texas Tech University is now the premier location in the U.S. for high-performance computing, with the unveiling of its new Cloud and Autonomic Computing Center.
The honor and the opportunity from the National Science Foundation to be trusted with the National Center on Cloud and Autonomic Computing is really exciting. It's a testament to, again, the expertise we have here in big data, in high-performance computing, and the application of those tools to solve really major problems of our time.
There are only 60 centers in the whole country. That sounds like a lot, but each one of them focuses on a different aspect of high technology. We have the nation's only center for cloud computing, cloud and autonomic computing, here at Texas Tech. So it's a big thing all by itself just to get one of these.
These unique centers are set up as an environment for university and industry partnerships.
These centers were created to incentivize university and industry collaboration. And this was just that perfect intersection, because cloud computing is important to all industries.
The core of the center is that we can actually take on problems of business value for participating industry members.
As of right now, Texas Tech has 7 industry partners, and that number is expected to grow.
Now, we're seeing this center primarily funded not by the National Science Foundation, but by the interest of these for-profit companies collaborating with us on this very important area.
What we want to do with the CAC is listen to the problems of industry members and focus on the technology they need to solve those problems. And so what's unique about this center is it allows us to open the whole range of academic expertise here, not just our high-performance computing center, but business professors, law professors, mechanical engineers, petroleum engineers, anyone who has expertise that a member of industry might need, we can make that available through this center.
Oh yes, I think this speaks to our progression here at Texas Tech University to become a top-flight Tier 1 university, research university in the national agenda here in the United States. And this is certainly an area where we're well recognized, and deservedly so, for our expertise in cloud and autonomic computing.
We talk about wanting to be the first, best, and only, and having that unique strengths or assets here at Texas Tech. Well, here's one great example.
There is nothing more noble than serving our country. And Texas Tech University strives to honor those men and women who have served. The Military and Veterans Programs offers veterans the personal support and educational resources to thrive at Texas Tech. To help their transition, MVP established the Green Zone Training, a program designed to inform university faculty and staff about the needs of student veterans on campus. Through MVP's efforts, Texas Tech has been named a military-friendly campus by GI Jobs for 5 consecutive years. With more than 1,700 veteran students and their dependents and 200 military faculty and staff, at Texas Tech University, from here, it's possible.
A new face will soon take over the Texas Tech University system, and some students show off their businesses to possible investors. This is the Red and Black Recap.
Texas Tech University System Board of Regents announced that State Senator Robert Duncan is the sole finalist for Chancellor. Duncan received his undergraduate and law degrees from Texas Tech. He's expected to start his duties as Chancellor on July 1st. A Texas Tech University climate scientist served as a lead author on a White House climate report. Director of Texas Tech's Climate Science Center, Catherine Hayhoe, was one of 300 authors to contribute to the 3rd National Climate Assessment. She served as lead author on the Climate Science Chapter, the Climate Science Appendix, and the Commonly Asked Questions Appendix. Some student and professional entrepreneurs got the opportunity to present their businesses to possible investors at the first Techcelerator Demo Day.
The Techcelerator is unique because it combines university intellectual property, pairs that IP or that technology with students and entrepreneurs, and runs them through a curriculum that helps them build a business plan around that technology and gives them a lot of mentorship along the way.
8 companies presented their products in the style of reality TV show Shark Tank. This has been the Red and Black Recap.
Our plane was totally on fire, bailed out, got captured. Filthy, fleas, lice, filth. Well, I survived. The good Lord. The only reason.
Texas Tech alumnus Fisk Hanley II flew in 7 missions in the final months of World War II, only to be captured and held as a special prisoner of war for 5 months in a Japanese dungeon. He penned a book to tell of his ordeal as an accused American war criminal. Born in 1920, Fisk Hanley spent more than 8 decades living in Fort Worth. After graduating from junior college in 1940 with an associate's degree in mechanical engineering, he made the move to Lubbock.
I was in the first graduating class at Texas Tech of aero engineering. There were only 5 of us that graduated in 43.
During his senior year at Texas Tech, Hanley received a life-changing letter.
I got a notice from the draft board in the fall of 1942. Greetings. You have been selected to serve in the U.S. Armed Forces.
The day after graduating, Hanley boarded a train bound for Boca Raton, Florida, to begin aviation cadet school for the United States Air Force.
From there, after 3 months in 1943, I went to Yale University, and 6 months there, and got commissioned. We learned to fly and be flight engineers on B-29s, no B-29s. We flew B-24s, B-17s, and 3 months there, we were certified as flight engineers on B-29s.
Just before Christmas in 1944, they were sent overseas, and on January 12, 1945, they started fighting the Japanese.
We had to fly 35 missions before we could come home. We could see that there was not much chance of living through all of this. So on the 7th mission, which was a mining mission dropping naval 1,000-pound mines in major Japanese waterway. The Japanese had broken our code.
The Japanese knew Allied forces were planning to invade Okinawa in just 3 days, so their fleet was in place and ready when Hanley and his crew flew over.
The Japanese battleship Yamato, the biggest battleship, much bigger than ours, was right under us. We got the mines dropped at night. That's when one of the searchlights from the big battleship called us, come trying to keep the engines running. And our plane was totally on fire, all 4 engines, and that was it. Only 2 of us got out.
After parachuting out of the burning B-29 airplane, Hanley landed in a rice paddy. He was soon ambushed by hundreds of civilians and taken prisoner.
We were prisoners not of the regular Japanese army, but of the Kempi-Tai, the Japanese worst equivalent of Hitler's Gestapo or SS, and they only 1 out of 29 of B-29 people shot down over Japan came back.
Hanley says Kempi-Tai prisoners were subjected to constant interrogations and beatings.
I was sent with about 60 other B-29 prisoners to Tokyo, put in the Kempi-Tai headquarters dungeon. 2 of us got left behind. Hanks, Maynard Hanks, H-A-N, Hanley, H-A-N, were left behind because they got our names mixed up. The 62 prisoners did not come back. They were massacred.
The prisoners were kept in squalor, with little food, no medical attention, and very little hope.
I had about 30 or 40 flak wounds, and the Japanese Kempis purposely infected all of these. The emperor even came down in this smelly cell. See, we got no bath, no sanitation, nothing. And this 5-foot by 9-foot cell with a latrine in the corner just lived a dirty life.
After being held in captivity for 5 months, the war ended.
All the remaining prisoners in there, about 40, 50 of us, were put on trucks and taken out through burned out Tokyo. And we were put in a prison camp there, Camp Omori. I weighed 70 pounds from 160 pounds.
Just 2 weeks later, Camp Omori was the first Japanese prison camp to be liberated.
I was taken out to the hospital ship, benevolence, checked over, wounds treated first time, and saved.
After returning home, Hanley spent months recovering from his wounds. But while he was healing physically, the war still raged on in his head.
I couldn't sleep. It was terrible after I got back. And I didn't know what to do. So I took my college typewriter and I typed every day, a few pages, single space. As I typed that experience, which is that book, I'm happy.
Those late-night typings turned into Hanley's memoirs many decades later, detailing his harrowing experience. His book, Accused American War Criminal, has been republished by Texas Tech University Press.
Just time after time, I missed being liquidated. So I wrote a book about that. War is not good. And you fight a war, you fight to win. Here I am, 94 years young, and still healthy. So I'm a survivor.
I want to thank you for joining us for today's edition of Texas Tech Today Monthly. You can see all the latest stories at today.ttu.edu. And until next time, I'm Lacey Nobles.